Hey everybody, this is Mr. Brooks, and this is the Geometry Polynomials worksheet. And in this packet, I really want to solidify area and perimeter of shapes, and not so much circles yet, but rectangles, squares, and triangles, absolutely. And then there's two things you got to know coming into this, and we're going to use this over and over again, and that's the idea that when you add two x's together, you get 2x. So you're adding the coefficients. So for example, another example of this would be like 3x plus 2x would be 5x. Okay, and then separately from that, x times x is equal to x squared. So you gotta know when you multiply variables, you're gonna end up adding the exponents, which is like x to the first times x to the first, 1 plus 1. So for example, if you have x squared times x to the third, then you would have x to the fifth, and that's from 2 plus 3. So I'm gonna go over a couple of these. The first one is, what's the area of a square with the given side, 5x to the fourth y squared? And basically, this is all the same, right? And so you're basically multiplying this by itself. So we're doing 5x to the fourth y squared multiplied by 5x to the fourth y squared. And this goes back to the idea that when you multiply exponents, you add when you multiply variables, you add the exponents. Okay, so we're basically just going to multiply, right, using this idea. So 5 times 5 is 25, and then x to the fourth times x to the fourth is 4 plus 4 is x to the eighth, and y squared times y squared is 2 plus 2, which is y to the fourth, and that's the area. The perimeter is this amount 4 times, so we're adding. So you could say 5x to the fourth y squared plus 5x to the fourth y squared. Another way of saying that is let's just multiply 4 sides times the length of each side, right? And so this would just be the distributive property. So it would be 20x to the fourth y squared. So the perimeter is 20x to the fourth y squared. Yeah, so I mean, you're not multiplying anything by x to the fourth y squared. It's just the 4. This one and the triangle one are probably the only other two that are really different. This one has 2 binomials, so these 2 are binomials. And when you draw this out, you have 6x minus 10 times 4x plus 3. And the perimeter is add everything up. So you have 6x minus 10 plus 4x plus 3 plus 6x minus 10 plus 4x plus 3. And, all these could be in parentheses. It doesn't matter because it's adding. So it's just negative 10 plus 3, negative 10 plus 3, which is negative 20 plus 6 is negative 14. And then this is 20, 20, so this is 40. I'm sorry, that's 10 and 10, which is 20. And when you add the x's, 6x plus 4x plus 6x plus 4x, you don't change the exponent. Look, the perimeter doesn't change from the sides, but the area does. Okay, so the area, again, we're going to change. So we're going to multiply the 2 sides, 6x minus 10 times 4x plus 3. And this is going to be area, so we're going to multiply. So we're going to FOIL. 6x times 4x is 24, and remember, x times x is x squared, so 24x squared. 6x times 3 is 18x. Negative 10 plus times 4 is negative 40x, and negative 30 is negative 10 times 3. And then the middle terms will combine, so 24x squared minus 22x minus 30. So a little bit more work for the area there, but that's okay. We need to remember how to FOIL. Okay, one more problem, and then we'll wrap this up. And in this case, it says the perimeter of the triangle is 12x minus 7. And we're going to find the length of the missing side. So we know two sides, and we're finding the missing side. So if you add up a plus b plus c, it totals this. So what we could do is we could say c minus a and b. I'm sorry, the total minus a and b, and we'll find c, okay? So we're going to subtract x minus 8, and we're going to subtract 8x plus 4. Okay, I just want to take a minute to point out that if you're feeling anxious about getting these minus signs and negatives mixed up, it might be helpful to write it this way: 12x minus 7 plus negative x plus 8, and plus negative 8x minus 4. And what I did was I changed the minus signs to pluses, and then I changed all the signs on these. And that's just so I can add down again. And so it'll come out to be the same answer, but you have negative 7 plus 8 is plus 1 minus 4 is minus 3. 12x minus x minus 8x is 3x. And then this is the same thing. Negative 7 minus negative 8 plus 8, which is plus 1, minus 4 is minus 3, and then, the same x. So that's that missing side, okay? All right, hopefully that gets you started on it. I really like this worksheet as a thinking worksheet, and it's got polynomials in it, so you have to add and subtract polynomials, and then multiply polynomials, and this is the rule you need. X plus x is 2x, and x times x is x squared.